last game, first round of their tournament here with Indiana Purdue at Fort Wayne against St. Francis of Illinois. This is Tim Heffron along with Charles Washington. We'll be calling the game tonight as we're about 4 minutes and 40 seconds away from the opening tip-off here. The earlier game tonight was won by the Mavericks over a hard-fighting team from Indianapolis, the Uipui Metros. However, the Mavericks were quite strong. What do you think about that, Chuck?
Well, again, Tim, a 99-65 victory, and what we have here in this second game, hopefully a hard-fought basketball game with the winner pitted against that Mankato State basketball team tomorrow at 7:30, and the loser playing in the consolation game against that IUPUI hard-fighting team called the Metros. IPFW 2-2. I've done a little traveling this year. The Saints 0-4. So just look at the records, which you should never do. We would have the Mastodons, or the Lady Dons, playing against the Mankato State team tomorrow at 7:30. But again, there are 40 minutes that we have to play before any decisions even come up like that.
Exactly. Obviously, the coaches for both teams were watching the Mavericks play, and you know, there was probably concern that, gosh, they were playing awful well, but hey, you've got a game to play before you get to play them.
Exactly. Again, the Dons, Lindy Jones having a spectacular year thus far. Standout Pam Edwards, person that you gained, didn't have last year. It's like getting a recruit. You only get a recruit for 1 year for her senior year, but what a recruit she would be. A great addition to the basketball team here. Have Recker and Connolly. Right now the Dons playing pretty good basketball, but only at 500 thus far. So win tonight, get them over the 500 mark, then a bigger win tomorrow night. But again, we have 40 minutes to play tonight so the Dons can get on track.
Yes, opening the season against Taylor University, they won and then took off to Texas, and they won their first game down there, and then lost a couple of games to very difficult West Texas team who only had 2 losses in their history on their home court. The Dons, according to Coach Kleinfelder, played incredible, and they were very happy with their performance down there, and really look forward to playing in the GLVC here. I know that they would really like to win this tournament here, of course, their home tournament, and they've got their work cut out for them. If they do it, it's going to be an excellent sign for the GLVC. And this year they're taking 6 teams from the region to the NCAA playoffs. And rumor has it that our conference, the GLVC, will probably get 3 to 4 of those berths. So the Dons are kind of fired up here, I think. They're feeling their oats. They're feeling good about themselves. I wouldn't be surprised if they came out to a fast start here against the Saints.
Again, you stated they played some tough teams on that big road trip, and that's what you have to do in the pre-conference part of the season. It's good to play some very tough non-conference teams as opposed to some teams that take the approach to take the more what we call cream puffs to build up their record before the conference schedule comes along. But I'm a believer, if you play tougher teams, it'll only make you a better team. Your record may not reflect it, but you will become a better team come tournament time. Record does count for quite a bit when the selectors do choose the teams for the NCAA tournament, but again, you become a better team. And if you can outright win that conference, because there's some really good teams that come out of that conference. St. Joe is always very tough, and Bellarmine, too, very tough women's team that come out of that Great Lakes Valley Conference traditionally every year.
I might want to add that currently IPFW is led by the super sophomore Lindy Jones with 19.2 points per game average. I think that's just outstanding for a sophomore point guard, is it not?
Well, probably has a lot to do with the young lady that we were watching a few minutes ago on the screen, Lisa Miller, whose jersey hangs in limbo on the walls here at IPFW, a retired jersey, and I'm sure she's picked up a lot of helpful tips from Lisa Miller.
There, IPFW is also getting steady play from sophomore Jenny Neward, who is earning a starting position by averaging 11 points and 6.5 rebounds at the post position. I think that you know, we have a lot of gals on the team, and there's a lot of veterans out there, but also the young talent has definitely been holding their own on IPFW's team.
And it's great to have healthy competition in practice, and I'm sure you can attest to by being a standout athlete here at IPFW in practice. That's where teams are made every day at about 1:30 or 2:30 or whenever it is your team practices. That's when the success of a team is made.
Well, I'm not sure how much of a standout person I was. Just stood out because I was kind of big. I don't know what if I was good or not, but we've got we're waiting for the introductions here, and the Don is out on the floor right now doing his dance.
And we'll go to the floor right now for introductions, and then we'll come back with the play-by-play.
First, the starting lineup for the visiting Lady Saints of St. Francis. At guard, a 5'7" junior from Darien, Illinois. Number 12, Tammy Warden. At the other guard, a 5'6" senior from Naperville, Illinois. Number 33, Mary Zayauer. At a forward, a 5'10" freshman from Panna, Illinois. Number 30, Rachel Effley. At the other forward, a 5'10" freshman from Worth, Illinois. Number 34, Christy Peagies. And at center, a 6'2" sophomore from Manhattan, Illinois. Number 40, Janet Jacobs. Head coach at St. Francis is John Burkowski. And now for our IPFW Lady Dons. At the point position, a 5'7" senior from Frankfort, Indiana, number 12, Amy Perkins. At the other guard, a 5'9" sophomore from Decatur, Indiana, number 32, Lindy Jones. At a forward, a 5'9" senior from Fort Wayne, Indiana, number 22, Dawn Dressler. At the other forward, a 6'1" sophomore from Harlan, Indiana, number 44, Jenny Newhart. And at center, a 5'11" senior from Ottawa, Ohio, number 54, Kim Recker. Head coach of the Lady Dons is Eileen Kleinfelter.
And we're just about ready for the tip-off here as the officials take the floor, and both starters for both teams here are coming out to meet the Don. It looks like it's center court. And there we go. Scorers are now ready. Teams take positions, shake hands. Jenny Newhart for IPFW will taking the tip-off, and Janet Jacobs for St. Francis will be going against her.
Jacobs, the only player from the Saints scoring in double figures, coming into the game with a 12.5 average. No other player is scoring in double figures.
Quick start here for the St. Francis team as they get 2 points on a layup. Got a 3-on-1 break real quick. Kind of surprising.
Rachel Epley getting the 2 points for the Saints.
As Newhart takes it inside off the glass, it doesn't fall for her. It was a nice shot, though. Good play.
Good post-to-post action there.
St. Francis brings it back. They move the ball around, looking to get it inside. They keep it outside, though. And they're holding the ball, coming close to a 5-second. She begins to dribble, takes that off. Goes for an inside move, big move, nice layup. St. Francis has a 4-0 lead here. Perkins brings it down, sets a pick. They're looking to get it inside, there it is. A shot, it goes off, we've got a rebound. IPFW gets it back, brings it back outside. Lindy gets it, she drives, she shoots, she scores. St. Francis inbounds it. Sauer brings the ball up. for St. Francis. She passes it inside, drives lane, kicks it back outside, and it's off the back of the rim. Good position by Newhart. Boxed out very well. Perkins sets the offense. A shot from the outside. It's a two-pointer. If it's good, it is. We've got this game tied up at 4 apiece.
And that's what you have to do. You can't let a team like the Saints, an 0-4 team, get a lot of confidence and think they can beat you, because you know what can happen on any given night when a team gets the momentum going for them and gets a lot of confidence built up.
Exactly, and we just had a forward trying to do some dribbling there in half court. She gave the ball away. Perkins picks it up, dribbles around, sets the offense, gets it out, gets it to Lindy Jones. And it's inside, a shot. It's off the glass, not good enough. Another shot, another rebound, another shot, and a foul. And I believe Newhart gets it.
And she's going to the line to attempt conventional three-point play.
Yes, very nice job by the Dons. Good perseverance. We've got a chance for the three-point play here, obviously.
The Dons have clearly settled down after a little rocky start in the first couple of minutes there.
It's good. Three-point play, 7-0, almost giving that ball away again. It looks as though Sauer has to do the majority of the ball handling here for the Lady Saints, as the rest of them seem to be a little not so confident with the ball.
And what you do there is you press a team like that and keep the ball out of her hands and make those players have to handle the basketball, which should create some easy opportunities from you from the defensive standpoint.
And I guess the Dons will get the ball. The coach for the Saints is not too happy about that. He's up and talking to the refs already in this young game here. Perkins sets the offense here. It's inside, a shot. Nice angle, nice shot. Number 22, Dressler, hits. Some pressure here again. Here we go. They drive the lane, they fill it. Kick it out, she shoots. It bounces around. It's a free ball. There it is. And almost a turnover, and the ball is high in the air. We've got a 2-on-none. Lindy takes it up, waits, shoots, scores. We've got an injured player for the Saints down on the ground. This is not good news for the Saints. I think that's one of their better players here. Sauer, their main ball handler.
That time, Tim, IPFW got 2 points out of that play, but a mistake they made, you have to get the ball. When you have a player down court clearly by themselves, get the ball out, An extra dribble almost cost the Dons a turnover in that point.
We have a timeout here for St. Francis, as there may be some bleeding going on. Maybe some bleeding going on in Sauer's mouth. We're not sure about that yet. But if that's the case, with the AIDS restrictions at this point, that could be a significant problem.
And at this time, we'd like to tell you the College Cable Access Program Guide provides information about our programming, including IPFW Sports Telecast. To receive your free, that's right, free Channel 6 program guide, send your name, address, and zip code to Channel 6 at IPFW, 2101 Coliseum Boulevard East, Fort Wayne, Indiana, 46805. Or you can give us a call at 481-6000.
Oh, look at the Don is getting Arnie Ball here. He had him in a bear hug.
A Don hug.
A Don hug. I'm thinking could have been dangerous. But it appears Arnie Ball walks away unscathed. I think we have wholesale substitutions for IPFW as Conley comes in. Freshman Derry comes in. And Pam Edwards.
Senior Pam Edwards, fifth-year senior. Pam
Nice to see her back after her injuries. It's very inspirational for the Dons, I know. They're dribbling around here. They're trying to get that ball across, and they do. They drive. Conley checks. They're in trouble. Nice pass, and it's stripped by Derry. They shoot it outside. Looks like a three-point shot. It's up. It's good. And that's what the Saints needed, as they were falling behind, and could have been an uphill battle awfully early for the Saints as IPFW sets. Lindy Jones has got it. She kicks it out. Edwards dribbles. She shoots a hard-fought shot. Nice block, though. by number 34, Pegs for Saints. The Saints, and they shoot it up real quickly here. Nice shot. It's off the inside of the glass, and another rebound and a shot. Good. Jerry brings it up for the IPFW Lady Dons here. 11-9 is the score. Inside to Edwards. Kicks it out to Conley. Fakes a shot. Drive, shoot. And it's off. And we come down. A pushing foul as Jacobs falls to the ground. Foul is on number 10, Conley, her first.
And the Dons are a very physical basketball team, not afraid at all to mix it up. And looking ahead, which you shouldn't do, a great matchup on the inside with the big players that Mankato State has.
And the Saints bring it across. They dribble it outside. They keep it around. They shoot it to the outside, and she drives, and we've got a blocking foul on Derry. Not exactly a smart foul to take at that point, but it's not a shooting foul. Jakes.
That time, Derry just didn't quite get there in time enough, Tim, for that to be called an offensive foul.
And they inbound the ball. They work it around the outside. They're looking for an inside pass there. Oh, Conley with a nice play. Jones holds up with it. Derry gets it. She brings it up the floor. Derry sets the offense, and there's Jones with a shot. It's good. Nice touch. They inbound the ball. There's some serious pressure here by IPFW. They're not going to let him go, and that's what causes the double dribble. Very nice job. They confused the Saints, and they're not sure what to do with the ball, and it cost them. And here we go. Inbounding the ball. Derry has it. Sets the offense. The Dons get in position. Inside pass to Conley. She shoots. She scores. Nice job by Michelle. Again.
And right now the Dons are doing the right thing, because clearly the Saints do not have a good ball handler in the basketball game right now.
They don't. It's rather obvious that they're going to struggle in that position, and the Dons have to be some patient there. Lindy went after a hack and didn't really have to. When they bring the ball up, I think that's the time for the Dons to attack.
Exactly. You have to move your feet on defense and watch the slapping down. If you're on defense, and any young player or even older player listening right now, go up with your hands instead of slapping down, because almost invariably when you slap down, it's going to be a foul.
And the Saints inbound the ball. A little trouble there. Almost stepped out of bounds, and Edwards is applying pressure. Inside shot. It's good. Nice shot by the Saints. Derry brings the ball up half court. Dons get set. A little trouble with the ball there. She's okay with it. Throws it inside to Michelle again. Turns. Puts it back outside to Lindy. She shoots. Tough shot. Conley gets the rebound. She moves inside. Nice play. Gets fouled. She gets hacked in the head. She's checking her eyes out to make sure she's okay. The foul is on number 4D, Jacobs, or Jakes.
And right now, Michelle Conley is just being a brute on the inside, playing very hard on the inside, getting offensive rebounds and going up hard back to the basket.
She apparently has a problem with her contact, it looks like here. It seems to be back in place so she can shoot her shots. Here, number 33, Sauer enters the game again. They need Sauer to play, it appears. I would imagine that the IPFW team would be pressing from now on in this game as the Saints bring that ball up court.
Definitely to gain control, and when you're just up 15 and now 16 to 11, the game is definitely not in control. So I would use the pressure, and you have to look on the bench. There are 15 players there, so fatigue should not be a factor.
No, it shouldn't, and we've got a lot that Coach Kleinfelder trains them hard and really works on being in condition. Nice move by Derry to cause interesting play, and she drives. Oh! And the foul is called. We're not sure.
It may be on Conley. I think the block from behind was a good block. I think underneath it may be on Conley.
And yes, it is. It's on Conley, her second. That was a pretty nice block. Looks like Sauer will take a shot here, a couple shots. She seems to be pretty happy about that one. Sub comes into the game. Recker back into the game. Conley's out with 2 fouls.
It's a shame. She was playing really good basketball, but with 2 fouls, you have to take her out of the game if you're a coach.
First shot is good. 17-12 is the score. Sauer with her second shot. She shoots. It's good. Recker inbounds the ball to Perkins. Looks like some pressure is going to be put on by the Saints here.
Running some defense of their own there. Pressure
And
defense.
Lindy's trying to move the ball up. There is the open person. We got a 2-on-1 if they move and hurry. Derry elects to hold the ball and set things up here. Perkins gets it to Jones. She drives, she moves, she shoots, she scores again. Derry has that ability to double pump that ball and make things happen. And it's moved up the side. I meant Jones does, and it's, oh, nice block by Neward. She gets her own rebound, though, and she travels. Great job defensively by Neward.
That's a great play on defense, but on offense, what happened to Wharton there, she had an easy lane to the layup, but she went to the right hand as opposed to shooting the ball with her left hand on the left side. Just a little fundamental problem there.
Perkins sets it up for the Dons. They get the ball over to Derry and to Neward. She fakes a shot, she walks. As the St. Francis coach seems to be a vocal type, to say the least. Sauer brings the ball up for the Saints.
Trying to keep the enthusiasm going for the St. Francis team.
Nice block again, and a shot, Jacobs. Not good enough. Oh, and unfortunately the ball goes out of bounds. Number 10, Donna Scholl into the game for number 34, Pigs. We have a timeout, appears, for the Lady Dons. Yes, at 13 minutes, the score is 19-13 in favor of our Lady Dons. What's your impression of the game so far?
Well, if you're St. Francis right now, you have to be a little bit encouraged because, as you can see, you're outmanned as in the first game, the Mankato State team outmanning the IUPUI team, but also you know that you don't have a ball handler in the basketball game, and you're 19-13 against a pretty good IPFW press. You have to be a little bit encouraged, and if you can stay close, who knows, anything can happen.
Well, I think it's quite evident that if the Dons can put their press on, that they may be able to score a bunch of points in a very short time.
And again, they have to, 7 minutes, they're getting comfortable filling the floor a little bit. You have 15 players, you're shuttling players in and out. You have to get used to a certain combination there. So I think the Dons will get into the game as the game progresses, and I think take advantage and control of this basketball game.
As we resume and take the floor here, both teams come out refreshed. 4 fouls for our Lady Dons, 2 for St. Francis. St. Francis gets to inbound the ball. Team set up. Interesting lineup, never seen that one before. They break, they get the ball out to the outside perimeter. They move the ball around looking for an inside drive. There's number 33, Sauer. Over the back, but it's not called. Neward gets the ball. She sees somebody. Perkins has it. She dribbles. She's trying to set up now. They get it to Jones, almost a steal. Ball's passed, and they're looking inside. There it goes, and we have...
I think a travel.
Must be a travel. These officials seem to be calling this one a little closer than the last game we had. Ball's brought up by Sauer.
A lot of that's predetermined, Tim, by how the team comes out and plays. If you're a physical team and you come out, if you play that for 40 minutes, the referees will allow some physical play to go.
Refs call a jump ball. I'm not sure how that was, but they called a jump ball, so the Lady Dons will get the ball. They'll inbound it. Perkins takes the ball. Dressler follows. Ball goes to Jones. It's on the outside. It goes inside. Fake shoot. And it's partially blocked, I believe, and rebounded by Jacobs. And we elect not to press at this point. Perkins picks up Sauer. Ball's moved inside, nice pass with a layup. Excellent job done with the ball by the Saints.
And for IPFW, some help side defense has to be there. The player that was on the weak side, on the defensive side of the basketball for the Lady Dons, has to get there to help out in that play.
Perkins moves inside. She gets the ball to Newark. She shoots off the glass. It's short. Rebound by number 12, Warden for the Saints. She brings the ball up. She passes it out to Zauer. She's in three-point land, elects to pass. It's a foul by Recker.
Again, Kim just got beat to the basketball that time. You have to work very hard on a play like that. You have to work your way back to get around the ball side of the basketball and get your hand on that.
Ball is put in on the outside here, and they put it in. They move it around, looking probably to get that ball inside. Shoot a three-pointer here. It's off the front. It's Jacobs gets the ball, however, steps on the sideline. Ball goes to IPFW.
And again, wholesale substitutions, which if you have 15 players, you can afford to do those kinds of things.
Yes. Derry takes the ball. She moves it to Jones. Jones has it, working the right side of the court. She drives baseline. Big move. She puts it up, misses it. Dottie Porch gets the ball. She pushes it back outside. And again, a 3-second violation.
That's a kind of strange call. Usually when you have a shot that goes up, the 3-second count will start all over again. Apparently, maybe it's because the ball didn't touch the rim.
That could be it, but I thought that was awful quick for a 3-second count myself. Big three-pointer there for the Saints. They take the ball, and Lindy gets to move that ball up. Derry has it. A lot of standing around right now by the Dons. It goes over to Lindy. Lindy's going to try to make something happen. Gets the ball back to Derry, and Lindy takes a shot from the side. Nice rebound. It's blocked. Dottie scrambles underneath. Jump ball. Ball will go to the Saints. Saints playing very good basketball right now. I think they're a bit outmanned by IPFW, but they're playing heads-up games.
Yeah, they're playing a pretty good basketball game right now, and they're hustling. And that's right now, as a coach, that's all you can ask for. At least play hard and some hustle, because they've hit the floor a couple of times, voluntarily hit the floor, which doesn't happen real often in any form of athletics.
Zauer brings the ball up. Moves it around to the outside. There's a three-point opportunity. Elects not to take it. They try to move that ball inside, and the ball is rebounded out of bounds. We thought it might have gone off the Lady Saints, but it didn't. They maintain control. They inbound the ball. Zauer has it. She works it around to the side. She drives. She passes. There's the bounce pass, and it must be a pushing foul on Dottie Porch, number 23 for IPFW.
Again, that's a foul where you have to move your feet and work your way around to the ball side. You can't stay behind players because you're going to continue to pick up fouls like the one just a few moments ago and the one we just saw here.
That's 6 fouls for the Lady Dons. The next one will give for St. Francis. That's a throwaway for St. Francis. Derry brings it to the front court for the Lady Dons. Jones is open on the side, not any longer. Yeah, she has the ball. It's into Pam. Pam wheels and deals. She shoots, she scores. Nice play by Pam Edwards, and they hadn't scored for quite some time. They needed that bucket. Zauer brings it up for the Lady Saints. She shoots a big three-pointer. It's off, rebound. And we've got a foul on St. Francis. Number 40, Jacobs.
3 fouls on their big player, number 40, the only player that they have coming into the game scoring in double figures. So that hurts, obviously, because she's going to have to sit out the majority, if not all, of the rest of this 9 minutes.
So Dottie with a great move. Pam gets the ball. It's blocked. Pam gets it back, and it's a jump ball. Lady Dons get the ball. Dottie has some really good, excellent natural moves. She's just a freshman. I suspect she's going to be a heck of a player for the Lady Dons.
Great skills. I played with her over at Canterbury Green this summer, and she was the higher option than I was in the offense that we had out there at Canterbury Green.
Excellent shot by Jones. She scores again. We're up 23-18 at this point. 9 minutes left in the half. Sauer brings it up, moves it to the outside for Warden. Warden passes it over. They're working the perimeter right now, trying to get that ball inside. They'll either drive or pass it in there. And, oh, that could have been a violation, but it wasn't. Sauer moves, shoots, and it must have been blocked by the Lady Dons.
Yeah, that's what the referee is saying, that one of the Lady Dons got a fingernail or so on that basketball. It's going to be St. Francis basketball out of bounds underneath their own basket.
So Warden will inbound the ball for the Saints. And it's a big toss outside, move it around real quickly. A long shot, well off the mark, however. Derry gets the rebound, brings it up floor. The Dons get set. An opportunity to shoot arises on the inside there, but they don't elect to take it. There it is over there. She shoots off the back part of the iron. They move the ball up quickly here.
Wide open, number 33 under the basket.
Another three-point shot. It's long distance. Big rebound by Dressler. Very nice job. Lindy brings the ball up. It doesn't look as though either one of these teams is at the pace of Mankato at this point, but they both may elect to be that, to go at this pace.
Good defense that time by St. Francis, and they're still very much in this basketball game.
St. Francis has the ball, and we have a traveling call. Traveling on Warden.
Number 12, Warden, a very good spot-up three-point shooter. Doesn't look like she's going to do too many other things out there in the court for you, so if the Dons can get in her face when she sets up for those three-point shooters, they can, in effect, make her ineffective.
Shriver in for the game here for the Lady Dons. Pass out, nice pass, nice bucket. Well executed. Sauer brings the ball up for the Saints. She drives again. She likes to do that. Neward blocks her this time. And we've got Jones with the ball. Jones walks the ball up, gives it to Derry. Derry moves the ball, and ooh, a three-pointer open, but Jones will take a two-pointer, it looks like. It's off the iron. It's rebounded by Schreier, and it's inside to Neward. Oh, nice move. It just didn't fall for her. It was a nice job, and we've got a turnover. Jones is too quick for the Lady Saints. She gets the ball back. Pam gets back into the offense here, and we get it set.
And Tim, the Lady Dons are getting good shots at the basket. They just aren't falling.
Pam was hacked from behind by number 15, Para, for the Lady Saints. She'll go for 2 shots to the line. Number 5, Rowe, is in. Nope. And for number 33, Sauer. Sauer takes a break. This could be good news for the Lady Dons, as that seems to be their main ball handler. And Pam misses the first one.
And she's, excuse me, Tim, she brings great leadership to this team, having played with some great IPFW basketball teams over the years, and this being her 5th year senior. And you can tell whenever she's on the court, she's very vocal and showing leadership by example whenever she's on the floor. Exactly.
The Dons sense that maybe this is the time to go for pressure, and they go for it. They break the press, move it inside, get a good shot, and it rolls in and out. Goes off the Saints, gives the ball to the Lady Dons. A lucky break there, as the Saints had broken the press and had a shot at a layup.
And the Saints did what you have to do against pressure. Sometimes you're going to give up some easy baskets, but the Saints just moved the ball very well against the press that time. Not that it was bad defense, they just moved the ball.
Neward with a nice turnaround jumper. Just what the Dons needed. It's 27-18 with 6 minutes left in the half. 9-point lead for our Lady Dons, who really could be playing better than what they are, I think. but they're playing well enough to expose some weaknesses that the Saints hold. Jones over, gets the ball, and we've got an inside play to Dottie. Didn't get the ball, however, and the Saints take over. Oh, this looks like a bad play here, and yes, the Saints take full advantage of that defensive mistake there by the Lady Dons.
Definitely a missed assignment that time. I think Dottie Porchi was in defensive position, but just didn't know where her person was on defense there.
Shriver gets the ball, she drives, she walks, however. Boy, if you don't put that ball on the floor immediately, you're going to get called for the walk in this game.
Yeah, well, that was a pretty obvious shuffle that time. There have been some closer, more questionable calls that the referees have made, but that time, that was a good call because it was clearly traveling.
As Kim Record joins us and Dottie takes a seat. We're going to put on full court pressure here, it appears. And we're off and running. There's the inbound. Rowe has it. She lofts one. And they get a 3-point. No, it's a 2-point. Nope. They pass it inside. And give the ball away. And Neward has it. As Record made a nice save from that ball going out of bounds off of her.
Good hustle that time. The other 9 players on the court had pretty much given up on that ball, but Record just stayed with them and made a great save.
Definitely, Derry has the ball now, looking for something to happen here. Shriver has it now, back to Derry. She moves, she's got 2 people on her. Somebody's got to be open. And here we go with a drive. Dressler shoots and scores. Nice play. They bring the ball up, full court pressure we've got a pushing foul. We're not sure who it's on because the referees are not sure who it's on.
It should be on number 25.
It is on number 25.
Of St. Francis.
Of St. Francis, who is Shower.
And St. Francis calls a timeout with the Lady Dons up 29-20. And they have done a great job. Since the score was 19-18, about 3 or 4 minutes ago, they've outscored the St. Francis team from Illinois 10-2.
I think some of that has to do with the pace of the game certainly picked up at that point, and that seems to favor our style of play.
Yeah, right now with a team like this, again, you have poor ball handling, so you have to get into a pace where you're going up and down and causing turnovers and converting those turnovers into easy baskets for your own team. And with 15 players, the Dons have 15 players, probably about 10, 8 or 9 in the playing group that they usually use. They can just use that pressure and wear down the St. Francis basketball team.
And the timeout is ended now as the teams are required to come back out on the court here. Neither team seems to want to do that, however, quite yet. As the refs are both on top of it. Teams break from their huddles, come out onto the court, and we'll have an inbound at center court here by IPFW's Dressler.
And Tim, this is a pretty big possession. What you want to do, you use 10 points as a barometer. If you're in a team that's up, you want to be up at least 10 points. And again, if you're a team that's losing, you use 10 points as the barometer as going into the halftime possession being down, or you want to be under 10 points.
Excellent play by Dressler. She looked, she tried to pass, she saw a lane open, she drove and got a layup out of the deal, and we've got that full court pressure going, which is going to benefit the Dons. However, Zauer is back into the game for the Saints, and she seems to be an excellent ball handler.
Very calm and cool under pressure, it seems.
Nice shot. It's off the back, though, and she gets her own rebound. She's short this time. Another rebound, and it goes to the Saints. Must have gone off a Newhart there. As Swanson had a couple of nice tries, she'll inbound the ball. There it is, and they're pretty close to the paint. She drives, she tries, oh, nice. Oh, I guess it's not a good block, and Neward will take the foul, probably a shooting foul.
And that's a play where Jenny has to. There's not much that she could have done with that basketball. There's not much. She's underneath the basket. Just hold your ground, hold your hands straight up, she's in a position, she kind of, in essence, bailed her out because there wasn't much she could do, but she picked up the foul, and now she has a chance to go to the free throw line for 2 free throws. And plus, she picked up the foul on Newark.
And Peggs gets the first one. She'll go for the next one here. Score is 31-21, 10-point lead for IPFW. Second one is off, however the rebound is made, and it's off again. Another rebound by St. Francis, and somehow we get a held ball. Ball will go to St. Francis.
And you have to box out on the blocks there, which did not happen.
And an easy basket. Oh, and she missed that basket. She gets her own rebound and misses it again. They've got another rebound. We're just not getting that rebounding on our own defensive boards here. We're not boxing out at this point.
And you probably can look for some substitutions after that display. That whole sequence of play, the Dodgers got beat very badly on the boards that time.
Pam's trying to drive inside, and she walks.
And right now, Pam's forcing the issue a little bit. It seems like she's trying to get 2 years into one as she's finally gotten out on the court to see some action. Needs to let the game come to her. She's a great player, and if the game comes to her, good things will definitely happen.
Once again, the Saints break the press. So Lindy Jones is about ready to check back into the game, and they get the ball inside, and somehow they lose it. It'll go to IPFW off a foot. Lindy's back in for Perkins. Recker will inbound to Derry. 8-point lead for IPFW, 3 minutes left in the half. It's off the hand, a turnover. No, it's not turned over, and Derry goes inside. She gets the ball to go off of the Saints, and Dressler will inbound it. As the Dons set up, the ball's handed. Jones gets it, she drives. And we get a charging foul. Kind of questionable.
Yeah, it seems questionable, but the only thing that the referee can call there, the offensive player cannot dip the shoulder. Even if the defensive player is not in good position, you cannot dip the shoulder. And apparently, to the discretion of the referees, Jones dipped her shoulder that time.
We have a turnover here by the Saints, and Dressler goes for a shot, and she's pretty much hacked as she's shooting, and she'll get 2 shots here. Dressler misses the first one here. Once again, we have some Dons waiting to get into the game. They don't get the bucket. They get the rebound, and Edwards is really hustling hard here. Doesn't get the ball to fall, but again, almost another turnover here, and Sauer has the ball, slows it up.
She's a good-looking basketball player, Tim.
Yeah,
She's
she is.
So calm under pressure.
She gets a shot off. It's short. Rebound again. They get an inside bucket. Boy, I think the Dons are just giving up too many of those inside buckets there.
And their second effort buckets, and well, not really effort. The ball just happens to be coming down. The Dons aren't boxing out.
Pam goes up with a turnaround jumper, gets a couple. Almost a steal there by the Dons, and they break the press. They move it up. They have a 3-on-2. They don't exploit it, though. They wait. Coming close to a 5-second call. Get that ball inside. Nice move. Sauer didn't get it to fall. Nice block from behind. Edwards gets the ball to Derry.
Again, though, Tim, another second effort attempt at the basket by the Lady Saints.
We certainly have to block. Derry doesn't get it to fall, but a good offensive rebound and a fall from over the back by Swanson.
Again, the same thing happened to the Lady Saints. That's been happening to the Lady Dons the last 3 or 4 possessions. You have to box out when you're on the defensive boards.
Well, we certainly, IPFW would certainly like to get a couple points here and get that 10-point lead back. As Dressler will be shooting too, as we have a couple new subs in here for IPFW.
Anytime you're playing the game, the first 3 minutes is very important to get off to a good start. The last 3 or 4 minutes of the first half, very important to go into halftime with the momentum. And then, of course, the first few moments of the second half, very important. And actually, in essence, those 10, 12, or 13 minutes are the game. That's the game right there.
Finish strong and start strong.
Exactly.
Dressler's struggling from the line. Dottie gets a nice rebound, couldn't get a good shot off. We got another rebound, and another shot. And who knows where the ball is, and there it comes out. IPFW and Pam screaming for that ball. Derry gets it to Dressler. Dressler moves around to Edwards. She shoots from the line. Dottie gets a jump ball out of the situation, which is pretty good from the position she was in there.
Exactly, to come out of that with a jump ball instead of a foul. She went over the back, which shows a lot of her athleticism. Like I said, I saw her firsthand this summer, and she's a really good ball player, a lot of talent.
The Dons give that ball away, and the Saints will get it. Dons are going to pressure, deciding who to pick up here. And it looks like kind of easy pressure at this point. And the Saints almost toss it away, but they retain possession here.
I don't even know how they got their ball in bounds across court, underneath the backboard. Don't know how they made it through, but it got through.
Sauer breaks the press, gets it up a 2-on-1. Nice pass, and we've got an over-the-back foul. It must be.
Number 10, Scholl. Scholl had an easy attempt at the basket, missed the easy basket, and then compounded that infraction by going over the back of Pam Edwards.
So once again, trying to do a little too much in too short a time.
I thought it was over the back of Pam Edwards.
I thought it was too, but apparently it's not, and Wetzel will be shooting the 2 points. Again, they'd like to get a bucket here. They don't get the 1-and-1. Saints get the ball. IPFW not struggling from the line right now, and there's a nice save by Sauer. Boy, is she a player. A shot and a rebound by Pam, and she gets the ball up. They break their press. There's 30 seconds left in the half. Dons are up by 8. Derry gets the ball. They take their time. Nice inside pass to Pam. She just gets the shot blocked, however. There's another turnover. Dressler gets it to Pam. Nice pass. And there we go with 13 seconds left. That 10-point lead is coming back here, and they've taken their time getting that ball up with 8 seconds here now. As I bet we'll see Sauer make a move. Nope, she passes it off. A big three-pointer off the front of the rim, and that's the end of the half. It would have counted had it made it. A 35-25 lead for the Lady Dons.
And that's not a bad showing by the Lady Saints, but all considering they could have been at about the 5 or 6 point level, but they missed some easy shots and made a couple of mistakes down at the outset of the first half. But 35-25, not a bad half for the Lady Saints. Good half for the Lady Dons. 10 points, again, very important to see what the first few minutes. The Dons have to come out and take control of the second half of the first few minutes. And we'll be back after brief messages in about 14 or 15 or so minutes with this exciting second half of NCAA women's basketball.
For thy dowry. pickle value.
I've really enjoyed it.
Quality education.
Courses are challenging.
There's really a good quality work here.
The campus in the fall, I think, is really nice. It's a nice place to sit out and relax, maybe during a lunch hour or any time after classes. There's a lot here that IPFW has to offer.
The professors really concentrate on helping you. They've enabled me to grow professionally.
If you're going to go in Indiana, this would be the place to go, and people just don't realize that because they think it's hometown.
Many of the professors here at IPFW have gained both national and international recognition through their teachings.
I know a lot of people say that if you go to a small campus that you won't be able to find a good job, but I've been interviewed with General Motors, and they chose myself and another girl from IPFW, and that gives me great confidence in this school.
Yes. Welcome to the weather report. Skies are going to be clear. The temps are going to be nice. Let's take a look at tomorrow. We can see how the system moves.
We are very fortunate at IPFW to have a music therapy program. We have a career service area that finds employment for students, sometimes career-related while they're in school and after they graduate and after they become alumni. We have multicultural services, special services for African-American students, for Hispanic students. We have a Women and Returning Adult Center for our large returning adult student population.
So basically, I know everybody in this lounge. I could say Chinese, Japanese, Korean.
The Office of Multicultural Services provides personal counseling, academic counseling, and also cultural heritage programs primarily geared for African American students and Hispanic students, and also any other student on the IPFW campus who would like to take advantage of our services.
We have given over 26,000 degrees, and our alumni are literally all over the world in successful and important positions in business, industry.
Oh, good question. For example, and these two go together.
Now think about that argument, especially from our perspective today with our concern with the environment. Which is better?
We had some kind of patent infringement case. We thought somebody was infringing upon our patent.
Temperature, stagnation, temperature corresponding to pickle value, you could determine the stagnation properties. In other words, what you are going to do, you are going to pretend that you decelerated the flow from whatever it was to this point.
I never gave you aught.
My honored lord.
Just take it in like this.
How do I care for this child? And that transition from what's taught in the classroom to what is actual reality of putting it into practice and the hands-on doing procedures.
Okay, how would I decide now, for example, how big a drop of water was?
The way it was conducted in the district court, they said, was a summary judgment. They left two unresolved issues of fact. What were those? Somebody tell me.
The Honors Program offers courses for talented and motivated students who graduate in the upper 10% of their high school classes and have above average SAT scores. These are small enrollment classes taught by selected faculty members.
I had a favorite professor that was very knowledgeable. I know he knew a lot about his field, and it really helped me to understand through personal stories he had.
We try to know as many students as we possibly can by their first name and really develop long-term relationships over the 4 years that they are here and even beyond.
I
A student that would be interested in attending IPFW would have a full range of companies to consider at the time of graduation.
Yeah, I just accepted a job in Denver, Colorado with one of the largest Big Six firms, a public accounting firm.
Recent recruiters here include IBM, Xerox.
The professors here really helped me through my interview process. I knew I wanted to relocate.
Not only the local companies are involved in recruiting the students, but companies throughout the United States.
It helped me land one of the most desired jobs in America.
I myself and many people I know also work while going to school.
Over 90% of our students are employed.
Although I live outside of Fort Wayne, it's still real close and convenient for me to come to school and then directly to work. It only takes me about approximately 15 minutes.
We also have co-op, and the co-op program is an alternating program whereby the student goes to school for a semester and then works for a semester. But the marvelous thing about it is that you are 80% guaranteed of employment upon graduation.
The Financial Aid Office assists students and their families in securing financial assistance to attend college. Financial aid is available in the form of grants, scholarships, educational loans, and employment.
I've been undecided about my major for a while now, but they really helped me a lot. Helped me to discover new careers and check into them, get ideas on them. I really appreciate that. They've really done a lot for me in that aspect.
I think IPFW is an exciting place to be. And it's exciting because we have such a wide variety of students. I think we have appeal for many students. We offer a quality education. Our student body ranges in age from 13 to 82. And we can offer quality and variety. The possibilities are endless. The opportunities are here for you. Won't you come and look at the opportunities and explore the possibilities and become a part of Indiana Purdue at Fort Wayne?
is a need in your own hometown, please join your local chapter.
For over 2 millennia, Western society has generated a rich visual tradition of painting, sculpture, and architecture. What do these images mean? How can we understand them? Art of the Western world will take you on an exciting journey that will suggest answers to these and other questions. Beginning in ancient Greece and ending on the brink of the future, it will examine many of mankind's most enduring artistic achievements.
Carol. Tom. Some people still don't realize how space technology benefits everyone.
Well, you've played a detective. Why don't you give them a clue and I'll be your helper?
Okay, partner. Look at this.
Without warning, hurricanes can take a huge toll in lives and property.
But with space satellites, we now have ample warnings.
And thousands of lives have been saved.
Hey, Carol, we're a great team.
We're a great item.
Space technology.
This is what's in it for you.
Mental illness. We fear it. We laugh at it. We scorn it. We think it's shameful. But these are misunderstandings. Misunderstandings that will fade away if we see mental illness for what it really is. A medical disease. A disease that can be treated if you just know where to turn. For an informative booklet, call the American Mental Health Fund.
And this is Tim Heffern along with Charles Washington calling the action tonight. Tonight's women's basketball game between the IPFW Lady Dons and the St. Francis Saints. We're at halftime here, coming down to the end of the time. It's about 2:30 till we start here. 10-point lead for IPFW. What are your thoughts on the game, Charles?
Well, again, the Dons aren't playing the best basketball. They're shooting 40% overall from the field. 33% from the free throw line, 3 out of 9. You can't win too many basketball games like that unless you're playing against a team of a lesser caliber, as they are right now, playing the St. Francis team out of Illinois. The Dons not playing well. They picked the right opponent to have a bad game tomorrow night. Assuming they do get to the championship game, they will not be able, or not have the luxury to play like that against the Mankato State team. If you're the Lady Saints, you have to feel pretty good only being 10 points down. You haven't played well, you're outmanned by a team and you're not playing well, and you're only down 10. Only 10, you have 20 minutes left to go in the game, and plus there's a three-point arc out there, and they've shot pretty well from the arc. Actually, from three-point land, they're 2-5, 40%. If you can shoot 40% from the three-point land, you're going to do pretty good. And the Dons haven't attempted any three-point shots, so.
Once again, we have Lindy Jones leading the Dons with 10 points, and Dawn Dressler has had a strong half rebounding and shooting. Only weak part of her game really was her free throws. Dons overall struggling from the line a little bit. It kind of looks like an early season game for both teams. I think both teams can play much better. And both teams probably will play a lot better come February.
Yeah, and you know, the thing is, you're really looking towards the conference. That's where, you know, all the chips are down in the conference. If you can outright win the conference, chances are you're going to be into that NCAA tournament.
And regional action counts more than non-regional action as far as getting an NCAA bid. So definitely this is more of a tune-up here. Obviously the Lady Dons would like to win their own tournament, but it's not the end of the world if they don't. It certainly would be a nice confidence boost to beat a team who is now 6-0. But it certainly will take a better effort than the one so far tonight, at least. Maybe they'll step it up another notch here. I believe and correct me if I'm wrong, Charles, but a lot of teams will play to the level of their competition.
Oh, and any, you know, again, any sport, as I'm sure you can attest to, and teams like this are harder to play than your tougher opponents, because it's easy to get up for a team that may be ranked nationally or what have you, that you've heard quite a bit about, or just maybe a rival, a team that you've never played before, 0-4 record, didn't seem to compete that well against you the first half, and then your level of competition does tend to go down a little bit. That is exactly right.
Mel Zauer starts out with the basketball here for the Saints, and we're underway. She falls down, still dribbles, gets back up, which is legal, but she tosses it away to Lindy Jones, who takes off, and she's on the run. She drives, she shoots. She doesn't get it to fall. IPFW gets a nice rebound back to Jenny, and she shoots and scores. Nice choice to do that, not go up facing away from the basket. Saints break the press, almost throw the ball away. There is a foul, however, by Jenny Newhart, and
actually, that was a very good foul, because the Lady Saints had an easy opportunity underneath their own basket.
I think you're right. So in the end, it certainly worked out for the best for the Lady Dons. And they inbound the ball, get it back out to Zauer. She's looking. She throws back out to three-point land. They drop it inside. This time, the Lady Dons are ready to converge on that lob pass. That's a good sign.
Yes, you had 3 players that time, and it also helped that number 12, Warden, kind of telegraphed that pass so that just about everybody in the building knew where the pass was going.
Dressler almost had an opportunity to take that one. Does get a hand on that one. Lindy breaks out. She goes up. She waits. She shoots off the glass too hard. And we have a pushing foul on one of the Lady Dons. Dressler, in fact. St. Francis will put it into play. Zauer to Warden.
That last layup opportunity, I think Lindy kind of faked herself out. I think she had an advantage on the Saints team. If she just goes in as strong as she can, I think she has a better look at the basket than she does by faking. And in essence, like I said, faked herself out almost.
I think you're right. Nice hook shot there, but doesn't fall. Newhart with the rebound. Perkins brings it up. Perkins sets the offense. They get a nice play in there and drives the lane as Dressler takes it home for 2. Very nice job. Very nice job. Ward's got it over to Zauer. That's the person they want to get the ball to. They break the press. They bring it up. Epley brings it back to Zauer.
Dressler's into double figures in this game.
Nice pass. Some good weak help there by Recker, but it's not enough as the Saints get a couple.
The first 2 points for Janet Jacobs, the leading scorer for the Saints coming into the basketball game, averaging 12.5 points a game.
Recker drives, she shoots, it's short. We've got off of Dressler as she's going in strong for that rebound, didn't get the ball. Nonetheless, the Dons are up by 12. Zauer brings it up the court. Picked up at half court by Perkins. Pam Edwards is getting set to check back in the game. It's three-point land for Zauer, she's short. Nobody decides to go for it. We get a rebound off the bounce, which means you boxed out real well.
And you said you didn't know any basketball lingo.
I just picked that one up from somebody the other day. They told me that one. I said, oh, that sounds kind of neat, so I thought I'd use that one.
But that's exactly right, though. Whenever you get a rebound that hits the floor like that and you have 2 or 3 players from the same team converge, that means it was indeed a good box shot.
Epley throws the ball away for the Saints, and the Saints don't like it. It looks like they're calling a timeout as Edwards is going to rejoin the Dons on the floor. It's a timeout for the Lady Saints. Their Dons are up by only 12, really. It doesn't look like it's too out of hand for the Saints yet. Maybe he's just trying to plug a hole that may have sprung.
Well, still, as we talked about, the first 3 minutes, 3 or 4 minutes of the second half are extremely important. And at this point, it's you can say at least a stalemate, but the Dons have gained 2 points since halftime. So it definitely goes in their favor in terms of who has won the first few minutes of this half. And right now, you can't continue to trade baskets, because if you continue to trade baskets back and forth, you're going to end up with a 10-point victory for the Dons.
I think the Dons have obviously made some adjustments and know how to defend the offense of the Saints. They're putting a lot more pressure, not so many easy shots for the Saints anymore. That's a good sign that they can make adjustments during a game.
Very quickly, Channel 6 is now accepting applications for underwriting the televising of IPFW sports events and other programs. For more information about how your business or organization can utilize this opportunity, call the Channel 6 office during business hours at 481-6000.
Dressler inbounds it to Derry. Derry brings it up the court. The press is on for the Saints. They get it up to Newhart. Newhart gets it up to Derry. Derry runs the ball down. Nice job by the Dons. They're into their offense now. 18 seconds left on the shot clock. They wing it around to Dressler. Inside pass. Nicely done by Pam. She couldn't get up, but Jenny did get it in there. Another 2 points. Nice job. That was a lot of pressure by the Saints, and the Dons handled it very well.
And that's what you have to expect after a timeout like that. If you're the Dons, you almost have to expect the pressure to come.
Got a hand on that ball was Dressler, knocks it out of bounds. Much better defense for the Dons. They inbound the ball. Box out by Jenny, who wouldn't let Jacobs get inside on her, that's for sure. There's an off shot there, and it definitely was not under control when she went up for that shot.
Kind of very off balance, out of control shot. And if you're the defense, you love to see players do that.
Oh, it's a big bomb. It's a touchdown. Yes, Jenny Newhart gets the long pass from Dressler. Very nice play. Caught St. Francis off guard.
That's a great pass.
It's a long pass. I don't think I can make that pass. We've got the Saints getting Warden. Almost took some steps there. Oh, it's maybe 3-point. No, she checks it off, and another off shot, off balance, but this time it works. And Lindy Jones is going to bring it up here.
And that's what being a three-point threat will do. A defensive player comes rushing out there, and then you have an easy lane to the basket after they jump out there.
And Lindy throws it away. She thought Dressler was going one way and decided to go another.
She clearly thought that pass was going to be caught because she proceeded to go run the rest of the offense as the ball just inadvertently went out of bounds.
And we've got Zauer picking up the ball here for the Lady Saints. As number 24, Newis, is in the game for the Saints. Screen is set for her. She elects not to take the shot. They go inside. Shot doesn't fall for the Saints. Derry gets the rebound. She brings it up. Warden's on her. Gets it up to Jones. Jones has got the inside move, but no, she gets it back out to Derry. Derry takes it in for the layup and gets 2 points. Nice job by Derry. Warden is upset with herself for letting her get in there like that, I think. Kinzauer brings it up. Zauer takes the three-pointer. It's off. Dressler gets the rebound, passes it, but St. Francis knocks it out of their hands. Zauer gets the ball back, sets the offense back up. And Warden is looking around. She dribbles, passes.
Good fake.
Nice move. Oh, nice block from the backside by Newhart. And look, a little disarray here. Yeah, it's definitely a little disarray for Lady Saints as they walk, and Conley's back in here giving Newhart a break. Dons are up by 16 here. It's a good sign.
And Newhart getting a very well-deserved rest. She's played very hard.
Derry brings it up, gets it to Jones. Jones shoots. It's off. Nice position by Dressler. She shoots, didn't quite have it. It's on the floor, and who knows has it. I think everybody had a hand on that one. Dons will get possession on the jump ball.
Good hustle on the part of both teams during that exchange.
Derry inbounds the ball here, and she's got Lindy open. Lindy passes it over to Conley. Conley gets another pass. Unfortunately, it goes off Lindy out of bounds. And the ref retrieves the ball. We're ready to start again. Inbounded, and Zauer brings it up. No pressure this time.
16-point lead. The lead just keeps creeping up there.
It's a good sign for the Dons. And the offense is in there, and there's the shot. It's a two-pointer if it goes. It does off the glass. I'm not sure she wanted to do that.
She didn't call bank.
She didn't call a bank. It doesn't count in Pig, but it counts here. Almost a steal by Warden. And Derry gets it over to Jones. Zauer's on Jones. Edwards has it now into Conley. That's a foul. As Zauer may have turned an ankle or is cramping or something of that nature. She's on the floor there.
Whatever the case, they can ill afford to have her out of the lineup right now. They're struggling with her in the lineup, and I would like to see what's going to happen with her coming out.
Jacobs is out. That's their big person out there. She's doing a heck of a job, and now Zauer's coming out there. Two potent players are now out of the game. Talk about a chance to increase your lead. This is be it.
And we are going to see what it's going to be like without her in the lineup.
Edwards goes up, gets stripped, and they bring it down. Rowe gets it in there. Oh, nice pass by Rowe. Dressler blocks the ball out of bounds. Warden will inbound this ball. And they send it deep. They're looking for somebody to pass to. I'd say that's close to 5, but now we're looking at a jump ball. Goes to St. Francis this time. St. Francis to inbound the ball. Shaw to inbound it. And they break. Biggs has it. She sends it over to Warden. Warden is looking for something inside. Doesn't see it. Dribbles around. Still looking. She's looking to drive. It's not there. They get it outside. And a really shot that was just thrown up because of the 30-second clock doesn't make it there. Doesn't hit the rim, so it is not counted as a shot. IPFW takes over on the shot clock violation. Pam to inbound the ball.
Again, the ruling was changed. Shots now have to hit the rim. A few years ago, just at least get a shot off, and that was clearly a shot, but the ball has to at least nick the rim.
Dressler heads to the bench here for a break as she's done just an excellent job. Derry has been fouled on the drive. I'm thinking it's on the floor.
Yes, I think it is caught on the floor against Warden. Her first foul infraction of the evening.
Wetzel inbounds the ball. Derry's got it back to Wetzel quickly. Nobody was ready for that one. Didn't get the shot to fall. Conley with the rebound. She puts it up too hard off the glass. Edwards has the ball. And it's a pushing foul before the shot again on number 34, Piggs. Wetzel to inbound the ball again. That was kind of a neat play they had going there because nobody picked up Wetzel after she inbounded the ball.
And that's a good key there. You stated, you made a good point. The most open player is going to be that player who takes the ball out of bounds because people just tend to kind of forget that player.
Jones has been fouled here. She's going to go to the line. Continue.
A lot of teams design plays that are particularly for just that point. They set up plays that are designed for the player that takes the ball out of bounds to somehow get the ball back and get a layup.
Jones' first shot's good. And get some encouragement by Edwards and Derry. 13 minutes left and a 15-point lead. Make it 16. Inbounded. Rowe brings it up. Substitute for Zauer. And the ball's moved around. Inside pass. There we are. Conley with nice help on the inside. Pam with a big block. Gosh, it looked good. She must have got her on the follow-through.
And right now, the Dons are not giving the Lady Saints anything on the inside. They're saying, if you can beat us from the outside, do it. And that's a great philosophy. Until a team beats you from outside, make them do it. Crunch down on the inside, double team, do what you have to do. Make them hit the outside shot. And then if you hit, on the other hand, when you start hitting the outside shot, that's when the opening up will begin on the inside.
Porch is now in for Edwards, and we'll see if St. Francis elects to take a few more three-pointers here. Second one is good. Connolly will inbound the ball. And Derry's looking. She gives it to Conley. Conley back to Derry. Derry back to Conley. Conley is running it up. Conley to Jones. Jones almost throws it away. Derry has it, however, and Derry is fouled by Rowe on the side. That's 5 fouls here. That's rather quick. Fouls by the St. Francis Saints. In the first half, they didn't quite foul that much.
Yeah, and it's kind of unfortunate because they played very good defense in that sequence. Almost got a 10-second call there, but then to come out of it, then a near steal after the near 10-second call, then you come out with the foul.
Jones with a shot, but it didn't fall, and we've got Wetzel puts up, oh, what a nice effort with a rebound and a move and a shot, and she scores.
She's very close to being called for an offensive foul like happened in the first game. You can't dip your shoulder. If that happens, and more times than not, that has become an offensive foul over the last couple of years. Good
Dottie, yes, an excellent pick, and that shot's partially blocked. Conley gets it, hands it off to Jones. Yep, Dottie didn't know it hit her there for a second. It was a nice screen. Conley gets the ball, she shoots. It's just a little hard, and St. Francis rebounds, gets it up. Warden has to be careful. Derry's right on her there. They pick up their people once again. They try to go inside. It's nothing there. Absolutely nothing there.
Only white shirts. I see white shirts there.
Derry just takes her time. She's going to get things set here. They're in no rush. Dottie gets the ball. Dottie's looking for something. Derry's looking to get it inside too, and it goes out to Lindy. Lindy, she's not happy with her position. She gets it back out to Derry. Derry has a little trouble with it. And we're down to 3 seconds. Lindy shoots. She scores right at the buzzer there. Nice individual effort there to get a shot off.
Great use of the shot clock, too.
Used all that time up. Big shot block. Here we go with a possible steal. Lindy tries. She may have a chance at it. She gets it. Still a 3-on-1. Nice pass to Derry. Derry puts it in. Nice teamwork by Lindy.
Great hustle and great unselfishness that time on the part of Lindy Jones. Great hustle, went to the basket, drew the defense, and then passed the ball off to one of her teammates. Great play.
Dons have a 21-point lead at this point, and are sitting rather pretty as St. Francis takes a timeout.
The College Cable Access Program Guide provides information about our programming, including IPFW Sports Telecast. To receive your free Channel 6 program guide, send your name, address, and zip code to Channel 6 at IPFW, 2101 Coliseum Boulevard East, Fort Wayne, Indiana, 46805. Or give us a call at 481-6000.
Well, back here at the Mastodon, the IPFW Lady Dons have a 11-point lead here. What do you tell your team if you are the Saints coach at this point?
Well, 10:43, being 11 points down, you have to, again, you have to start right here. Get some pressure going, getting some easy baskets. You cannot trade baskets. You were down 10 at halftime. You're down 11 about midway through the second half. You can't win the basketball game trading baskets. Again, if you trade baskets the rest of the way, you're going to lose by 10 points. So you have to start getting some easy opportunities from your defense.
Okay, the teams are taking the floor here. Lady Dons set up. And Shower will inbound the ball to Warden. They bring it across the line. Set up their offense. There they break. They're still trying to get that ball inside. And gosh, there's just no way. There's no way they're going to get that ball in there. I don't know why they continue to do that, but more power to them.
Yeah, Warden's hit I think maybe 2 out of 4 3-point shots. Maybe she needs to take a couple more out there to loosen up the inside, because right now everybody in the gym knows that's where they're going.
And there goes a 3-pointer by Warden. She's off porch with a rebound. Nice job. She's surrounded by 2 of them. She gets it to Derry. Derry takes it up the floor. Exactly what you're talking about, Charles. She needs to shoot some 3-pointers and hit them. There's a foul on, can't see the number. It's on number 10, Shaw. And Recker will get to go to the line and shoot 2, I believe.
Again, it's no big secret. If you're not hitting any outside jumpers, you just converge down on the players on the inside, and now they're daring. Like right now, the Lady Dons are daring the Saints to shoot from outside.
And we've got some subs here as Reinhardt, freshman, comes in for Derry, another freshman. Recker's first is off the mark a bit. Her second is right through, nothing but net. Warden brings the ball up, push it up quick. Oh, they almost throw it away again, but Warden gets it under control for the Lady Saints. She starts the offense once more. They're trying to get that ball inside. It's not there. And they start to drive. And oh.
Yeah, they caught Wetzel that time with the little bump.
Just a tad, enough to gain an advantage of stealing the ball. That'll be IPFW's 4th foul, so they're in no danger of a bonus at this point. Just under 10 minutes in the last quarter of this game. And the Saints are moving the ball around, trying to get it inside. Almost gave it away again. There's a shot. It comes in and out, and it's batted around. It's off IPFW. So the Saints will get another chance at it.
And also, Tim, another way to break down the defense on the inside is get some hard, strong drives to the basket, maybe draw the defenders, and then dish off, and maybe that way get some easy shots in. But right now, the Saints don't seem to be doing any of those things to get, in effect, get back into this basketball game.
Saints are just putting up all sorts of shots, just can't seem to get it to fall until now. They finally get one. Boy, they're just really struggling to get one to fall.
But they're playing hard, and they keep crashing those boards.
They definitely do a nice job on the offensive boards. Wetzel moves the ball around. Lynn Reinhardt has the ball moved to Perkins. Perkins is working it. She's looking, she's got it to Porch. Porch gets an easy bucket. Nice pass by Perkins. Very well done.
And it's a great post-up move that time by Porch. And again, Perkins threw it to the open hand, and you have to be very careful doing that great pass by the point guard there to a good post player.
And we've got it traveling. St. Francis is just trying to do a little too much. I still wonder why they're trying to go inside so much. They must feel that that's their strength, so they're going to continue to do that, and the Dons will take advantage of that situation real quick as Perkins is working. She draws a foul. Nice job by Perkins. That'll give her 2 shots at the free throw line. Foul is on Para for St. Francis. That's her second. St. Francis coach is not real happy about that. First one's good. We've got 3 subs coming into the game here if we make this free throw. And we don't, but we do get the rebound. Recker put up a shot, but it was blocked. St. Francis gains control. Warden brings it up. They move it around. There it goes inside, and Dottie's trying to do a little too much there. Gets a foul. It's on the sideline. That's 5 fouls for the Dons.
Again, players playing post defense, you have to move your feet and get around. You just can't reach or jump around people. You have to move your feet to get around offensive players to play defense.
Wholesale subs for IPFW and a couple for St. Francis also. Timeout for the Lady Dons of IPFW. They elect to talk about things here with a 23-point lead rather at 8:23 left in the game.
Right now, Coach Kleinfelter wants to see. She looks at the personnel that she has in the game. She's going to set up some plays, a few plays for the exact personnel that she has in the game, and get a game plan in there so that the game does not get out of hand and let those St. Francis Saints get back into the game, so to speak.
Well, the referee over there on the east or west side of the court was getting a nice little drink from the ball girl.
Well, we don't get drinks.
Yeah, how does that work?
How do they rate?
Yeah. And there, the other one on the east side of the court gets one now. The old IPFW sweat's happening for him.
And with 8:23 left, St. Francis, again, game slipping away. If you don't make a move right now, how do you keep encouraging your team? But as a coach, that's one of your jobs as a motivator, and I'm sure you can attest to that right now. And I want to congratulate you on national. Would this be national? No, local television. Congratulate you on your tournament win, the GLVC volleyball, women's volleyball tournament.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that.
Great job. Struggled a little bit, but hey, it's not where you start, it's where you finish.
That's right. Well, here we go. We're off and running again. St. Francis moves the ball to the outside. They're trying to get it inside. It costs them a turnover. And the Dons slow it up. They elect to slow it up. Perkins has the ball. She drives. She gets a pass into Conley. Wasn't ready. She's moving the other way. St. Francis will take over.
They just cannot. When when there's no mystery to what you're going to do, you have to change things up, cross the team up. Just like you do on defense, you have to have them wondering what you're going to do on offense. But right now, there's no question about what they're going to try to do. So the Dons just sit back in the middle and just wait on those passes to be forced inside.
They are. They're just giving them a full 5 feet to shoot that three-pointer. Look at Michelle's just trying to get her to shoot that three-pointer there. They move it inside, and they do get a shot, but it doesn't fall. Duard with the nice rebound there. Shriver brings it up. Trying to give it to Perkins, having a bit of a problem, but she does get it there. Perkins goes right around that hold. Warden's all over. There's no call. Conley tries to make a move. She shoots. She scores. Nice play by Michelle. Good change of direction. Warden brings the ball up for the St. Francis Lady Saints. There's an outside shot, and there's a couple of points. What a shot.
That won't scare you, though. You got to hit about 3 of those in a row, and then they may start going out there.
I think you're right. Nice behind-the-back move by Perkins. She gets the ball inside to Conley. Conley turns, wheels, deals, shoots, off the glass, scores.
That's a good-looking move. That's a great move. She had to move. She maybe spent the wrong way the first time, but the second spin, she definitely came the right way.
You bet. That's a senior-type move right there. And St. Francis working the ball around. They're working the perimeter, looking for an inside there. And we have a foul called. Looked like we had a lot of ball on that one, but apparently the official doesn't think so. So Jenny Newart gets her second foul of the game. She's in no foul danger at this point.
And 2 new players for IPFW about to enter the game. Number 50, Tara Muzzillo, and number 40, Sue Gamble, entering the game for the first time for the Mastodons. And maybe at this rate, all 15 players at dress can see a little action tonight. It's always good to do that.
Always good to get them in the fire there, get them some experience. As Warden takes the ball, she's working it on the outside. They're looking for an inside shot. They keep it outside. And again, they keep looking for that inside. It's just not there. Michelle's fighting hard. Michelle's fighting hard on Jacobs just to deny her a passing lane. And St. Francis tries to drive and turns the ball over. Perkins brings it up court. Warden's on her, trying to give her the business there. It's not working. And they're working it around. There's the inside. And a shot. Oh, it almost goes in. That's an off-balance shot. Very tough to make, but a worthwhile effort nonetheless. And St. Francis moves it around to the outside. They're looking for that three-pointer maybe. No, maybe the inside. There's the inside. And a nice block. Michelle goes up for the block. It's off, rebound. And Mizzullo gets the ball up to Perkins. Perkins drives. Nice pass to Michelle. Michelle left-handed nonetheless, puts it in for the layup.
That's a great setup that time by Perkins. She drove down as far as she could go. When the defense drew to her, she easily passed the ball off to Conley, who, very nifty, put up the left-handed shot.
And
Force
again and surrounded, and I think 2 heads collided there, and Michelle is on the ground, and there's a couple buckets. And Jacobs is on the ground down there. They cracked heads, I'm sure, and geez, it was just a crowd in there.
A good pass by Perkins. Again, I thought Perkins could have gave up the ball a little earlier for a layup, but she set up someone who hadn't been into the scoring column. Shriver, maybe she knew that and why she's down there running the point, and we are sitting up here, but she set up Shriver for an easy layup that time. Great job that time by Perkins.
Getting a bunch of assists tonight. She's doing a good job working the offense. And we're off and running again with just under 5 minutes to play here. The Dons trying to get that 30-point lead. They're close. They got 29. St. Francis working the ball. They almost give it away. They get it back. And they do give it back. Perkins with a steal. She moves up. She moves up. It's a 3-on-2. She drives herself. She gets blocked. We get the ball back. And I think we have traveling. Yes, we have traveling on Shriver.
That time, sure, Perkins got caught in no man's land down there, didn't have anything to do with the basketball. But what those two trailers have to do, you had two trailers, Conley and Mazzillo. They have to let Perkins know that they are trailing the play so she can either easily drop a pass down so she knows where they are.
And they're working the outside of the court, looking for that inside shot again. There's a shot, and it's off. Nice box out by Conley. She'll take the rebound. However, St. Francis steals the ball back. And Zauer moves it up court. We haven't called her name in a while. She's back in the game here. Plenty of room to shoot, but they don't want to shoot that three-pointer there. They go for that inside move, and it's not going to work as Perkins intercepts a pass and Zauer has to foul.
She's having a great floor game. Perkins hadn't scored a lot of points, but she's surely dished out a lot of assists and has had a lot of steals and played pretty good defense tonight. And that's just an overall good floor game. May not show up in the box score so much, but a very good basketball game for Perkins tonight.
Definitely. She'll get a chance to add to her total points here, as she'll get to shoot 1-and-1 for the Dons. We have 3 players coming in for the Dons here at this point.
And it's unofficial for me, but I think she may be shooting for her first points of the basketball game. But again, has had a great overall floor game tonight. And you as a coach, you have to look for those little things. A lot of things that may not show up in the box score, but you can see in practice, and then you see on the court the little things that may not show up in the box score or in the newspaper the next day. But she's doing a lot of good things out there on the basketball court.
Definitely, you want people who can get your team opportunities to score, and it's more important probably to get 20 more scoring opportunities than it is to score a couple points.
Exactly. You have to have team players out here.
So the St. Francis team wheels and deals, and gosh, Epley is moving all over the place, drives, gets her own rebound, shoots again, gets fouled for a one-on-one, I guess. And for the first time in the game, Wendy Recker will enter the game. And apparently, she's not related to Kim Recker. Or their family lives in 2 different towns.
Could be.
First shot is good.
One left. We're going to let the sub in.
If I'm not mistaken, Tim, I think all 15 players for the Lady Dons have touched court tonight.
Donnie Porch comes into the game for Conley. Second free throw is not good. Rebound for Wenzel. And Recker brings the ball up. Recker, her chance at being point guard behind the back dribble, gets an opportunity, scoring opportunity. And yes, the Dons make full use of that opportunity. Nice bucket by Mazzullo. There's an inside pass. And just by the luck of the draw, Dottie deflected it, but unfortunately went to St. Francis. They got an easy bucket out of the play, but good defense by the Dons. Score is now 70-39 for the Dons. Dottie inside move, turns and shoots. Oh, it just doesn't happen for her. And 2 players go at it.
That's a good move by Dottie that time. I caught the ball, a little hitch fake there, and a nice turnaround jump shot.
Jacobs back in the game for St. Francis. They need a big body in there if they're going to continue to go to the inside.
But unless you have 35-point plays or so, it may not do too much good to have that big body in there. The most you can get that I've seen is 4 at a time, and that's on a foul off a 3-point shot, and I don't think she can get too many of those.
Zabit, who just entered the game, traveled. That's not the way you want to enter the official scoring, I don't think.
1 turnover.
Anyway, Recker passes that ball off, and they're moving again with their offense. A shot, it's just off, and Sauer takes the ball, hands it right to our player. Putting it in is Mazzullo. Long pass for the St. Francis Saints, back outside.
Good pass.
Nice pass, shot is off, rebound. Recker brings it up. Plenty of time for the Dons here. There's just under 2 minutes left in the game here. And they move it around. Pass. Oh. Push by Dottie to clear herself a path there. Got caught. But it was a good move nonetheless. So.
She's going to be a very good basketball player. As you can see, she gained some confidence and some more experience. She's going to be a standout player here for the Lady Dons.
Definitely in a bit of a freshman mode right now, learning as much as she can, trying to gain some experience. And boy, she's just waiting to burst out. And
you, as I know as well, being a freshman can be a very frustrating experience. Because you're trying to get into the game, and every little move, you're scared if you don't make a good move, you're going to be right back out. Then you have to really earn any playing time that you do get.
This is very true. Dottie gets it again. Here when she goes, she gets it back out. Good kick out and a shot and score. Zulio, tell you what, she's putting up some points here lately. 1:23 left, 74-39 Dons. Almost a steal for her. Passes inside, Dottie makes the wrong move, and it costs her 2 points on defense, but that's okay because the Dons are way ahead in this one.
And again, Coach Kleinfelter getting a chance to play some players that otherwise may not be getting a lot of playing time. So this is, and she's doing some coaching. She's not just letting the time run out. As you see there, she calls a timeout to make sure they're making moves that are going to be beneficial and helpful for this team in future situations where they may get into crunch time basketball games. Great move by Kleinfelter.
And that future is coming very shortly as they're going to play the Mavericks in tomorrow night's championship match unless the lightning strikes here. Definitely should be a fun game. I suspect both teams will become very intense. Expectations will be high. I think you'll see a lot of running and gunning by both teams like an up-tempo game. And it'll probably bring out the best in both.
Yeah, I think so. Tim, you're a coach, and you've had some games where you've easily had the game in hand. The game, for all intents and practices, is over. What do you tell your team in a situation like what do you think Coach Kleinfelter is telling her team right now?
Well, you're telling your team that you have to execute the way you execute no matter what, and that good teams don't play to the level of another team. Yeah, especially a team that's below your level of play, and that it is not acceptable for your team to drop to their level.
Is it tough to coach in situations like that?
It certainly can be, especially in volleyball. Of course, there's no time limit, so if you drop your level of play, that can get the other team back into it real quickly. But still, you still want to have that killer instinct, and by gosh, it's true in basketball and all sports that, hey, never let up on the other team. It's not your job to stop you, it's their job to stop you.
Great point, great point.
St. Francis inbounds the ball after IPFW stepped on the line for a turnover here. 49 seconds left. Dons are putting on a lot of defensive pressure here, which is good to see late in the game. They're still denying that inside pass. Almost a giveaway by St. Francis. They get the ball back, however. 10 seconds left on that shot clock. There they go. Going for the end. Big steal, big steal. Driving down, 28 seconds left. They hold up. Smart play.
Very smart play. That's going to win some points with the coach.
That was the most interesting pass I've ever seen by a team right there. As she passed it off of Recker's foot back to herself. Foul on IPFW, however, and that'll be a one-on-one. Or no, it must have been a turnover. So St. Francis inbounds the ball with 10 seconds left in this game, 74-41. They go out, they move in, they're driving, they shoot. It's not good, and IPFW wins 74-41 over St. Francis College of Illinois, not of Fort Wayne.
Well, it may not have been as impressive as the first game, the win for the Lady Dons, but nonetheless, they didn't score 99 points, but 74-41 is still impressive enough to set up a key matchup tomorrow night. And At this point, though, we'd like to take this time to thank the Channel 6 volunteer crew and the Learning Resource Center at IPFW for their contributions to the live production of the Lady Don basketball tournament this evening. The telecast of the sporting event is copyrighted, the sole property of the College Cable Access Center and IPFW. Unauthorized duplication, exhibition, retransmission, rebroadcast, or any other use of this event without express written consent is strictly prohibited. And do not forget to tune in to Channel 6 tomorrow afternoon at 5:30 for more Lady Don basketball tournament action as the IUPUI Metros out of Indianapolis will take on the loser of the second game tonight, St. Francis out of Illinois, the Saints, at 5:30 p.m. And then the big game at 7:30, our own IPFW Lady Dons will take on Mankato State Mavericks out of Minnesota here tonight. Stay tuned, and we'll see you tomorrow.